The feared G.55 Silurante Centauro is what happens when someone decides it's a good idea to give an already excellent land-based fighter the ability to plug giant silver ship dildos up the asses of its enemies. This tier 4 fighter is the first high-tier premium aircraft available for the Regia Aeronautica, and as such, the only way you can fly out this vehicle is to purchase the bundle through the Gadget.net store, but more on that later. For now, this video will serve as a general guide for all the Centaurus in the normal tech tree. As usual, we start with the Motor Aeronautico, which in this case, is the Fiat RA1050RC58 Typhoon inverted V12 engine, which is really just a license-built Daimler-Benz 605A1 engine with a Fiat badge slapped onto it. This engine can pull the flying spaghetti monster through the skies up to just shy of 634 km per hour at over 6,500 meters under ideal conditions, which in practice is usually never, especially since it excels in the low to medium altitude department over many of its contemporaries. On the other hand, the NOT 605 engine is more prone to overheating under combat conditions than the DB601, but because it's German designed, it can be wept until it breaks, which allows our old man Giuseppe to get home in time for dinner after a long day of removing Yanks and Thomas from the sky.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
As for flight performance, the G.55's overall handling is balanced and easy to control with few vices, with excellent horizontal maneuverability and a good rate of climb, along with equally impressive performance in high-speed dives with only a slight loss of control at redline speeds. With practice and proper hand gesturing, this kind of high-end flying Italian sports car performance can cause brain-dead allied pilots to shit their jumpsuits when they suddenly find their situation normal being fucked full of pasta like a Roman orgy. However, it should be noted that the Centauro cannot sustain itself in a prolonged dogfight, which means any enemy pilot with even a small amount of brain matter in their helmets and better overall performance will find a way to get your plane and pilot bitch slapped and hung up like El Duce and his mistress in 45. With this in mind, the Centauro is best flown in an opportunistic manner, seeking out worthy targets at whatever altitude suits your playstyle, and taking advantage of any situation that can lead to many birds being smacked out of the sky by your stones. The only exception to this is having the unfortunate luck of being chased by the angry hordes of spit pigeons that can be found at any altitude, for they hunger for your mom's spaghetti. As for armament, this particular G.55 is equipped with not just one, or two, but three MG151 cannons with 2 in the wings and a motor cannon with a total of 650 rounds of high explosive German meatball bias, which makes it extremely adept at not only winning head-on attacks despite the lack of frontal armor.
Yahoo! Ha-ha! Do a barrel roll!
But also dismantling large bombers with extreme prejudice. And of course, this fighter comes with the ability to strap on a 936 kg torpedo, the F200-450, of which we will quickly go over how to use one. This is a good torpedo drop. This is a bad torpedo drop. This is a torpedo drop that ends in getting aged.
What the fuck was that?
Gay! And as mentioned at the beginning, the G55S is only available through a bundle on the online Snailware store, which costs $30 of actual currency. In the bundle, you get the plane with all the bells and whistles unlocked, a certificate for 15 days of increased wages and political influence, and 1,000 golden birds. With that out of the way, let's quickly talk about the entry variants. The first G55 that you can unlock is the Italian laser pointer Soto Series 0, which is armed with 4 Breeder 50 caliber spaghetti launchers mounted around the engine cowling, and a single German bias cannon. Next in line is the almighty Series 1, which swaps out the lower pair of breeders for the cannons, along with a tricolor camouflage that can only blend in over the plains of Sicily. But if those two don't suit your fancy, there is also the special Luftwaffe edition DB603 powered G56, which goes back to the 3 cannon setup in return for overall increased flight performance. And that's how you fly the G55 Centauro in all its variants. Now, get out there and spread spicy pasta and mine shells for the glory of the Kingdom of Italy.
Mamma mia!
Finish him!
Okie dokie.
Whoa!
Thank you so much for playing my game.